Oh, there we are, guys. Welcome back to the Redgate-Large channel. It's the second stream of the day. I'm having my Nutella on toast, so do forgive me if I am talking, eating whilst I'm talking. But it is time for. We've gone from a Premier League sort of a title battle, which makes the title look like it's pretty much wrapped up. What we're going to go for now, aren't we? What we're going to go for is potentially a relegation battle. Obviously, it could completely change in the course of a matter of weeks, depending on how Newcastle United's transfer window goes. Newcastle have been so active in this transfer window as we expected. We expected it to be active in the window, and they do have two new signings as well, starting for them today. So, satisfying sound. So that is brilliant. By the way, this is made up before if anyone critiques me for just drinking straight juice. I'm not. I made it up. But there are two players starting for Newcastle United this afternoon who are both new signings, brand new signings, and making their Premier League debuts for their clubs. Obviously not the Premier League debuts. But afternoon, Fraser. Lovely to have you in this stream as well. But let's run through the teams. We've not got as much time as we did for the Chelsea stream. So let's run through the teams. You guys get in the chat. Let me know your score predictions for today's game. Are you backing Newcastle or are you backing Watford? That's the important question, isn't it? Who are you backing for today's game? And that pouring drink was a nice sound. Yeah, I thought it would have been. It was right next to the mic as well because the mic's here. But let's have a run through the teams. I'm going to take a bite of my Nutella on toast to rate my meal, which I'm trying to stomach at the moment. But the two teams for today. Let's have a look. We've got Newcastle United, like I said, two new signings starting for today. Well, three if you include Joelinton starting at centre midfield again. Dubravka is in goal. Trippier, Shah, Lascelles and Dummett are the four at the back, with Longstaff, Shelvey and Joelinton across the midfield three. Then I would assume it will be Fraser and St. Maximan slightly further forward, and then Chris Wood up front by himself. And then in the other dugout is Watford's team, obviously, with the cycling GK himself back in goal, Kamara, Samir, Kafka, and Ngakia. Don't know how you pronounce that. Kuka, Sissoko, and Kayembe in centre midfield, and then Emmanuel Dennis, my favourite person, apparently. King and João Pedro starting up front for them. So the big talking points, like I say, are the fact that there are the new transfers for Newcastle United starting in defence. So, ladies and gents, my question to you: how many goals is Chris Wood going to get this season? How many goals for Newcastle United? Is he going to be able to continue that tradition that he's had since he's been in the Premier League of bagging double figures? Will he get himself 7, maybe 8 goals in the Premier League this season for Newcastle United and fire them up? Or will he be a poor signing? Afternoon to Tristan as well. Let us know your score predictions. Oliver's going with a 2-1 to Newcastle, and Fraser is going 0-0. Blimey. So Fraser's predicting a boring one. Oliver's predicting a competitive one as well. He's going to win the Golden Boot in the Championship. Good stuff. The banter already flying in. I like it. How do people ever do mukbangs, ladies and gents? How do they ever do it? But as you can see on your screen as well, today we do have some other 3 o'clock kickoffs going on. So I'll try and keep you best up to date with the games that are on your screen. We also have Norwich and Everton. Obviously, that's a big one in terms of this game because these two teams are around and about the same sort of position, league table, as Newcastle and Watford. Norwich, similar position to themselves. And then, of course, Everton as well are another team that are in a bit of a bad form. So Norwich might be able to pick up themselves a few points here, especially with this one being a relegation 6-pointer. It could be a big sort of game for them. Norwich City. And then the other game is Wolves and Southampton. Southampton fresh off that, what was it, a 4-1 win in midweek. A really good performance from Southampton. And so they'll be looking to move forward with that as well. Oliver's saying probably 5 or 6 goals this season. And Tristan's going with a 3-1 Watford win. 3-1 Watford win. So a lot of people sort of split here. I think the 3 we've had so far, you've all been split in terms of who's going to win. Just looking at Chris Wood on the screen right now, Chris Wood is among some elite players here to have scored 10 plus goals in each of the past 4 seasons. Aubameyang, Kane, Lacazette, Mane, Salah, and obviously you've got the likes of Son and Kane. So he's definitely a player that looks like a pretty good signing. It looks like a decent signing, and that's what you've got to weigh up. Is it a good signing for Newcastle United? How's he going to fit in this team? And what does it also mean for Burnley? They're eliminating a relegation rival and they're taking away from this relegation rival. But is it really going to benefit Newcastle United to have him in their team? You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? You would like to think so. Good soup, good soup. I will try and stop eating soon, but the quicker I get through this sandwich before, or I say sandwich, this toast before the kickoff, the better it'll be. The better it'll be. I promise you. Anyway, what was I going to say? If you haven't already, guys, be sure to drop a like on the stream. We're only on 2 likes at the moment. Can we get ourselves up to 5 before kickoff? That would be absolutely fantastic. And if you are new, be sure to subscribe to the Sam Redgate-Large channel as well. We're, 5-10 minutes away. There's a lot to digest with both of these 2 teams. You think about the front 3 of Watford, and they seem to have a lot of goals in them themselves. We talk about Chris Wood saying, he's got a lot of goals, and he has over the last few seasons. But Dennis, King, Pedro, three players who've been doing pretty well, especially Emmanuel Dennis. Like I said in my team of the season so far video, the important thing to point out with that is his XG is 4. He's an XG of 4, scoring 8 goals, which is absolutely bonkers crazy return. Absolutely bonkers. If someone like a Ronaldo or Vahalovic or whatever his name is has that return, you'd think, wow, that would be good. But that is what Dennis is going for at the moment. And so Newcastle need to be prepared that they don't even need to give him a half opportunity, Emmanuel Dennis, on the current form, and he'll get them a goal. He will get Watford a goal. Ranieri to get sacked if Watford lose wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me one bit. It is a very Watford thing to do, isn't it? I can see a Newcastle win today. I'm going to back Newcastle for today. I don't know who I'm rooting for, if I'm rooting for anyone. But I am going to back Newcastle because I think Newcastle, there'll be a bit of a, what's the word? They'll want to come out and prove themselves having lost to Cambridge. So I think there will be a bit of rejuvenation in terms of this Newcastle side. I think there will be a bit of rejuvenation in that sense. And hopefully so for Newcastle, because it was disappointing, wasn't it? Like, we can laugh all we like at, the world's richest club losing to Cambridge. But if you're a Newcastle United fan, it must be very, very difficult to have that massive high of like, oh, we've signed Trippier, we're signing Wood, we're meant to be signing whoever, have all these massive highs, but then for people to then go out, you go and play your first game, Trippier's debut game for your club, and you lose 1-0 to Cambridge, it's just a massive kick in the teeth. And I can imagine Newcastle fans today will be absolutely desperate, especially with it being a relegation contender, absolutely desperate to get themselves a win. But Watford, more than capable of putting up a good fight today, more than capable, will definitely cause them a few problems. This stream is going to get better, I'm telling you now. Once I've eaten my dinner, see, this is a problem. I had to sort out all the overlays over here. I had to do all of this. all in the time of trying to get ourselves up and running for this stream. So apologies that I am eating. I'll be done I've got like one slice of my Nutella on toast left and this little bit in my hand, and then we'll be ready. Fraser going, Newcastle 0, Watford 0. I hope not. I think there's some goals in this, I think there's some goals in this. A leaky defence, or historically a leaky defence in Newcastle United, and with a Watford side that can score lots of goals. I don't think it's a 0-0 today. My score prediction for today is I think Newcastle are going to get the edge of it, but I don't think Watford will go down without a fight. So I'm going to go with 2-1 to Newcastle United for this game. I think Newcastle, like I say, will want to come out. They'll want to build. They'll want to press. They'll want to impress everyone. And they'll want to show that actually that game it was the magic of the cup. That game against Cambridge, it was the magic of the cup. And that's what Newcastle are going to want. And today is a big, big platform for them to do that, and for them to try and show the world who Newcastle United are, and that actually these signings are good signings because they've got a lot to prove. Matches played in terms of points as well. Newcastle on 19 matches played, 11 points. Watford on 18 matches played, 13 points. So maybe it should have been better if they'd have gone in for either King or Dennis. However, they've gone in for Chris Wood, and Chris Wood will be starting up front today in this match. Let me know your thoughts on that one. So. What do we talk about? I don't want to talk about Chelsea. That's not happening. I don't want to talk about Chelsea. I got myself proper wound up at the end there. It was irritating me. But we should have an exciting one today, and I can sit back and hopefully enjoy some good football. And another player I'm excited to see is I've heard a lot about Joelinton in the centre midfield role, and I'm looking forward to seeing him because a lot of people, like in the game against Man United, they said, Joelinton outclassed so many people. And I didn't watch that game, unfortunately. I didn't get a chance to watch it live. And so as good as someone can look on a highlights reel, sometimes it can be a bit misleading. But today I'm going to form my own judgment on Joelinton. Obviously, bear in mind that this is obviously my first time watching Joelinton as a central midfielder. So that's a key point to sort of point out for you guys. Key point to point out. 17 people in the chat. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to subscribe, get in the chat, let us know what you think to this this game. Who do you think will come out on top? And most importantly, score predictions as well. Let's get this piece of bread eaten, and then I'll be ready for you. Blimey. Nearly fully eaten, and nearly kick-off time as well. 3 minutes away. Teams are just coming out for you. Just in their warm-up kits. Chris, I can't get my head around that. Chris Wood. Newcastle's crowd looks absolutely packed. Lovely turnout. Great turnout for Newcastle by the looks of things. Can't get my head around Chris Wood, though. It looks strange him not being in a Burnley kit. I wonder what Chris Wood thinks of the whole transfer. I really do. Because he knows that he has a massive loyal fan base at Burnley. But the thing is, when a club comes knocking and they use a release clause, he doesn't really have much say in it. If they offer him the contract and it's a good contract, it's like, well, I've got to go. You have? You've just got to go. So interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Come on, let's have us kicked off already. Come on. Oh, don't knock my green screen over. Blimey. That would have been fun. Trying to sort out a green screen as well on the stream would not have been fun. Right. Be underway shortly, guys. Apologies that it is going to be a slow start. Of course, we will get ourselves underway, and then the content will improve. And I'm sure that the boys who are in the chat can regulate that. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff, and we'll keep you up to date with everything going on. Newcastle versus Watford in this game. And here we are. The teams are out. They're all stripped. They're all ready. Newcastle United versus Watford. Let's see who comes out on top of this relegation battle. It's so hard to sort of work out. Let me just get this out of the bag. It's so hard to work out because there's so many variables in each team, and COVID dependent. A few teams, I don't think Newcastle have many players on AFCON, but a few teams losing players to AFCON, that type of thing. There's so many variables at the moment that are in play. And I don't know what just happened there. I have no clue what's going on here. Where's my video gone? Right, there we are. Sorry about that. So many variables at play, and so many things that could go wrong, can go wrong, and potentially could happen for both teams. But over the course of this game, we're going to find out, and in a massive, massive game for both sides. Trippier is on the field. Chris Wood is on the field, and we're underway at Newcastle United. So it's going to be intriguing to see who starts the most positively out of the teams as well. It's going to be intriguing to see as well, because that's all it's about for Newcastle. They need to get themselves underway in this sort of new era and get a bit of backing, get the fans interested, get people excited, and show that they can perform as well. That's the important part, isn't it? And they've got themselves a free kick nice and early on here. Ryan Fraser winning a free kick out wide. Potential first opportunity here for Chris Wood to get his head on it. It's looped in, cleared away by the cycling GK, falls to Voldemort at the edge of the box, and smacked over the bar there by John Joe Shelvey. Just showing the teams. It looks like it's going to be like a 3-5-2. Is that what they've gone with for Newcastle? Or is it like a 5-4-1? I don't know. Interesting. We'll see how they're set up. It looks more like there's going to be three up front. So it might be more of a sort of like a 3-4-3 or a 4-3-3 for Newcastle United today. Shows it more intent as well than the classic Steve Bruce defensive capabilities, sitting back, not doing anything. Letting the game come to them rather than taking the game themselves. Joelinton looking to clip one over the top there to St. Max. But it's just gone out of play for a Watford throw-in. Here is the throw-in. Joelinton wins the header there. Flicked onto Shelvey, out for another Watford throw-in. Let me know your score predictions, guys. Get in the chat. Let us know what are your score predictions for this game. I can see there's 23 people in the stream at the moment, so get involved. Let me know, and we'll get the chat popping off. The better the chat is, the better the stream is. Tends to be how it is with these types of things, guys. So if you are new to the channel and you're maybe a little bit shy, why not get in the stream for us? And yeah, let us know your thoughts on this game. Norwich versus Everton's defo last on match of the day. It depends on what Everton side turns up. If DCL turns up, it could be a good game here. Here's Ryan Fraser on the ball. Comes back, rolls it into Trippier. Trippier looking forward there. Good touch there. Is that going to be whipped in? It is whipped in, and that is the first corner of the day, with Watford getting themselves a corner. It was Sean Longstaff, trying to whip the ball in for Newcastle United. Rumour has it he's named that for a reason. Trippier is going to go out to take this corner, of course. Trippier will be a brilliant option for Newcastle United on set pieces. Here comes the corner. Cleared away, though, by the Watford defenders as far as John Joe Shelvey. Here's Alan St. Maximan trying to wriggle a bit of room there, and it's flicked on. Is that going to go all the way through? So close. Lascelles was in there. Ben Foster, though, comes out and grabs it. A good grab there from Ben Foster. Newcastle on the front foot, though, starting very, very well. Newcastle United look impressive in the first opening 3 or 4 minutes or so. They've looked really, really good. So, interesting, very interesting game this. I just cannot get my head around that. That's a free kick given away there by Kieran Trippier. Potentially a little bit of respite from those early pressure from Newcastle United. Newcastle, like I say, starting the better of the two teams here and look like they're going to set up in a nice attacking manner. Mike Perry, afternoon to you. He says he's going to go with 2-1 Newcastle. So Watford getting themselves a goal. I can't even remember what I said now, but I think I went along a similar vein to yourself. Mike, lovely to have you in the stream. Lovely to have you in the stream. Are you a Newcastle United fan yourself? City 13 points clear now. Exactly. 13 points clear. Done and dusted, if you ask me. Done and dusted. Not many teams, unless you're Liverpool, not many teams lose a 13-point lead or something like that, do they? Not many teams. Oh, a bit of a dodgy back pass there towards Fraser Forster, but he's just been able to recover it pretty well. There's João Pedro with a bit of space. He looked forward there for Josh King, but he wasn't on. And he's just found Jamal Lascelles. Poor pass there. Really poor pass. Really, really poor pass, I must say. That's better from Watford. João Pedro with a bit of space and a bit of room here to move into. Pedro goes wider. Oh, Dennis looks to pull it back. Is that going to fall at the edge of the box? Oh, that's clumsy from Jonjo Shelvey. Oh, it's a free kick on the edge of the box. I thought it was a penalty then. I thought Newcastle had played their way into trouble. Then. Dennis pulled it back. And I don't know who that was running onto it there. Absolutely steaming onto it there, the Watford player. And Jonjo Shelvey, outside of the box, brings him down. I think it was Kuka who was really putting the pressure on. Jonjo Shelvey. And as a result, nearly gave away a penalty there. But it's just outside the box. And Newcastle will fancy Watford will fancy themselves here. It's a really good position. Bit of an angle on it onto the goal, but really good position. And you are a Newcastle fan. Oh, good stuff, mate. Lovely to have you in the stream. Mate. Let's see what they can do from here then. Let's see what they can do. There's Dennis over the ball. Musa Sissoko's in there as well, the captain. There's João Pedro. I think Josh King's in there as well. So a lot of people fancying their opportunities from a good free kick range here. Let's see what's going to happen then, boys. It looks like it's Pedro who's going to take this. João Pedro. It is Pedro off the wall, and it might fall to him again. He hits it on the volley, and he's blazed it over there. Absolutely smashed that over, I must say. That was awful. Oh, Newcastle gave the ball away again there, and they gave it to Josh King. Josh King's made the wrong decision, though. Really made the wrong decision there. Keep giving the ball away. Newcastle United do. You can inject however many billion into him, but they're still going to give the ball away by the looks of things. Newcastle need to put their ideas up. I think it was Joelinton who gave the ball away at that time. And Vicky Lee says, Newcastle fan here. Good to have you in, Vicky. Good to have you in. Let us know your score prediction for today's game as well. I'll keep you up to date with everything going on in this game. I think that was Lascelles there, taking the ball out from defence and getting a foul. We don't see that often from Jamal Lascelles, do we? Don't see that often. St. Maximan using those brilliant tricks and slick maneuvers to try get his way through. Oh, what's going on with my screen? Why are you doing that? There we are. Long ball forward there, looking for Chris Wood, trying to run in that channel a little bit. Defended nicely, though, by Watford that time. Here's Sean Longstaff looking for Ryan Fraser. He's underhit the pass, though, and Kamara able to intercept that one. The team will be nervous because it's a must-win game. They need to gather themselves and keep cool. Absolutely, totally agree with you there, Mike. It does look a bit nervous at the moment from Newcastle United. And, of course, there's extra pressure as well now. You've got the big money, you've got the big bucks, and you've got a few big signings coming in as well. So there's double the pressure. Not only the fact, is it a big game in terms of the actual meaning behind the game, it's also a big game because they've got the likes of Trippier. They've got these players in the squad now who are raising the level of ability for Newcastle United. And so it's always going to put extra pressure. That's a ball looking forward there for Chris Wood. Here is... Why did my MacBook just tell me it needed updating? I don't need to know that now. Ryan Fraser. Fraser's going to try whip one in there. It's flicked on. Is it that good forward to Joelinton off the bar? Oh, my gosh, off the bar from Joelinton from about 5 yards out. It was a really difficult opportunity. He did really well to get in there, Joelinton, and might be able to attack themselves here, Watford. But that's really good play there from John Joe Shelvey. Here's Josh King. Emmanuel Dennis finds Sissoko, and the referee's blown up for something. Not quite sure on what it is. I sent Maximan down inside the Watford box, but that was so close from Joelinton. It was a half decent ball in. It took a massive deflection off. I'm not even sure who that was off. I think it was Kuka who was trying to flick the ball clear at that front post. And Joelinton, the spatial awareness to run in there, he's just stuck a leg in and he rattled the bar. The best opportunity so far in this game falls to Joelinton. And to be honest with you, it was a hard opportunity for him. But that's what you get when you play Joelinton a little bit further back. I said earlier, I'm excited to see Joelinton here because I think they can really mould him into a good little player because he can move in from the back. He can move in from deeper and put in a good shift because players, they're not going to track him if he's a little bit further back. And that's always something that's good to have in your team. Attackers moving in from further back. And Newcastle haven't really had that at the moment. Haven't had sort of like your deep-lying creative player. And now with Joelinton in there reviving sort of the box-to-box role, he looks really, really good. Newcastle giving away a foul there. No, Joelinton's... Shelvey, is going to ping one over there. And St. Maximan making the run in behind. Joelinton is playing in his new position. He's playing amazing. I've heard. I'm looking forward to seeing him today, actually. That was part of the reason I chose to stream this game today, because I wanted to see Joelinton. I've heard a lot of hype about him. Obviously, people who are in the channel quite a lot. Frasers, Yishaz, you guys will know Active Aaron. He's been raving about Joelinton in his new position. And I'm intrigued to see what he does today for Newcastle United, because it's a really, really big game and a big stage for him. And hitting the bar already, Newcastle showing a sign of intent. Just need to iron out a couple of these early mistakes. The ball forward there was cut out, though, by Watford. I think that was Nagakia doing his defensive duties. Dummett to take the throw in. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, there it is. Oh, I can still hear the sound, but my stream just stopped. There we are. What is going on? Let me refresh the page. There we are. Sorted. Oh, no, we've dropped behind. What's just happened? That was really strange. Right, I'm back where I'm supposed to be, but that was really strange. Newcastle dominating possession in the early stages. Watford look like they're going to try hit them on the counter attack a little bit here. Use the pace of the likes of Josh King. There's a ball in towards Chris Wood. Who's that going to fall to? It doesn't quite fall for Longstaff there, and Musa Sissoko is able to take the ball out here for Watford. Lovely feet as well there by Musa Sissoko. Really good feet. Update your Mac. I'm not updating my Mac in the middle of a stream. That just killed the stream. I don't think you quite realised when you said that there. I don't think you quite realised when you said that there, Fraser, did you? It's not going to help us. Just playing the ball around the back here, Newcastle. Can we get an early goal? Inject something into this game. Inject some excitement. Or can this man, St. Maximan, inject some? Here he is, trying to get away from Emmanuel Dennis. Really good tackle, though, from Dennis. And here go Watford. Here's Josh King. Josh King. Oh, wide. Oh, just wide from Josh King there. It was a poor effort, really. A really poor effort on that left foot. But it was good play. It was good play. I think it was João Pedro, actually, who sent Josh King flying up that left-hand side. And he should do better. He should do better. But from a Newcastle perspective, they've been let off there, if I'm honest with you. They have been let off there. And apparently Norwich have scored. So that is not what Newcastle and Watford fans wanted to hear, that Norwich have scored against Everton, which adds extra pressure onto this game right now, adds extra pressure on for them. And so the plot thickens in the potential relegation battle. Plot thickens. Nagaki looking forward there. Good touch there by Josh King. Josh King has 4 up in support with him. One of those being Musa Sissoko. Sissoko looks to pull one back, but good defensive play there by the captain for today, Jamal Lascelles. A really good piece of defensive play there by the captain. And Watford win themselves their first corner of this afternoon. All right, let me just update the scoreboard for us, guys, because we have had a goal elsewhere. Newcastle are going to keep possession because our defence is poo. I mean, I can't blame them. That's what I wish Chelsea had done that earlier, if I'm honest with you, Mike. And goal 2-0, according to... You must be having me on here, Oliver. You must be having me on here. You must be. I'm not having it. No way have Norwich scored twice. No way have Norwich scored twice. You're having me on. You're having me on. Oh, they have. Oh, God. Norwich are turning up against Everton. Imagine. Oh, we should have done that game. We should have done that game for all the drama. Oh, my gosh. Look, I didn't even get a chance to update the scoreboard on the last one. Good touch there. Really good play there by Kamara, who finds, I believe that's João Pedro out on that left-hand side, who tries to pull one forward again. Ooh. Newcastle, right, they look a little bit. Here's Joelinton. Joelinton's going to break into some space. Really good use of his body there. Rolls it into Sean Longstaff. Sean Longstaff rolls it into St. Maximan. St. Maximan tries to drive at the fullback. There we are. I got my tongue in a twist there. Here's John Joe Shelvey into Joelinton again. Finds Ryan Fraser. I think it is Ryan Fraser. I can't see him. He's that tiny. Trippier. And Newcastle come all the way back again. The opportunity was there, though, for the counter-attack. Newcastle just need to move the ball a little bit faster in those attacking third positions. Need to move it just a little bit quicker, and then they'll be able to break down Watford, because Watford do look, at the moment, they look a little bit vulnerable on the counter-attack. They do look a little bit vulnerable. And now, like I say, the extra stakes and the extra pressure falling on Newcastle and Watford as Norwich go 2-0 up in their game, which definitely against the run of play, well, in terms of the season, you would not have expected that. Oh, Watford Chris Wood nearly got onto one there, nearly managed to pounce there as the ball was going through. Let's watch it again. St. Maximin does really well to get past his player. And then Watford just trying to play themselves out and ended up playing the ball into Chris Wood's feet. But Cathcart got himself back. Of course he did. Cathcart, you've got to do a bit more to get past Craig Cathcart. Good defensive play by the big man. And it is out for a Newcastle United corner. Look at the height in that Newcastle box now that they've got Chris Wood in there as well. Absolutely massive. Whipped in by Ryan Fraser. Joelinton! Oh, it's wide again. Oh, Newcastle desperately unlucky there. That was so well worked. So well worked by Newcastle United. A brilliant ball across. And Joelinton arriving at that back post again. Oh, he should score, I think. I think that one's a more clear-cut opportunity than the last one. I think he should score. I think he should score there. That's a let-off for Watford. A massive let-off for Watford. And, the pressure piling on. Everton will draw 2-2 with Norwich and Newcastle will win 2-1. Mike's keeping the faith. Love to see it, Mike. Love to see it. You've got to keep the faith, haven't you? You've got to keep the faith. If we've got any Watford fans in here, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on the game so far. Sissoko finds Kuka. Kuka's going to try switch it there, looking for Emmanuel Dennis. Instead, manages to pick out Josh King, who finds Dennis. Dennis rolls one across the box there, looking for João Pedro, and Kieran Trippier is able to calmly and comfortably collect that one. And they've just called it for offside there. That's really strange. The referee didn't even put his flag up there to sort of flag offside, Emmanuel Dennis. And nothing happened. So obviously Kieran Trippier cleared the ball clear, didn't he? As I explained. And then for some reason we've gone back to the offside. Very strange decision from the referee there to do that. Very strange decision, I must say. A weird one. Very weird one. I can see we're on 512 subscribers. Thank you to those who have subscribed. If you are new to the Sam Redgate-Large channel and you do enjoy this stream, be sure to drop a like and do be sure to subscribe as well. It's completely free. And if you get bored and fed up with me, you can always unsubscribe. So why not? Why not, eh? Why not? If we can hit 15 likes on the stream, that would be absolutely fantastic. Here's Joelinton. Joelinton seen the run there of Sean Longstaff. Instead, opts to go to Ryan Fraser. Fraser is going to try whip one in, looking for Chris Wood off the head of Chris Wood. Oh, over the bar. Over the bar from Chris Wood there. That's a half opportunity for him. It almost hits him like there as he's gone to sort of duck to like stoop to header it. And it's a good ball in from Ryan Fraser, but you can see the intent from Newcastle already, can't you? You can see the intent because what they're looking to do is now that they've got that big man up front who they can trust, who they know is going to score goals, they are putting the ball in the box. And that's what Ryan Fraser does really well. St. Maximin does that really well as well. He creates opportunities and gets the ball forward. And that's who you need there. Joelinton, as good as he has been in centre midfield for Newcastle United, he just hasn't been that top draw striker that they were expecting when they spent 40 mil on him. So Chris Wood now is a really clever buy. And we've seen that from their movement today. He's been in training, once, maybe twice since his move from Burnley, from Turf Moor across to Newcastle United. And already we can see the intent from Newcastle. Get the ball in the box. Chris Wood's going to cause problems. Use St. Maximin and Ryan Fraser to get the ball and dribble the ball wide. Create that width and then play the ball nicely as well. And it just, at the minute, it just looks really good. John Joe Shelvey nicks the ball there away as Moussa Sissoko slips over. Joelinton encouraging Dummett to go further up the field. You wouldn't see that from Newcastle under Steve Bruce, would you? Joelinton encouraging players to move further up the field. That's a lovely ball into Chris Wood there by Ryan Fraser, and that has gone out for a corner for Newcastle United. Like I said earlier, the height in this Newcastle United team now is immense. They're going to be hard to beat in the air if they take and use their set pieces correctly. They're going to be so difficult to beat in the air because they're massive. You've got Shelby, who's 6 foot. You've got Lascelles. You've got so many players. Trippier's going to whip this one in here, looking for the head of Lascelles. Ping back into Chris Woods. Oh, over the bar. You've got Chris Woods. You've got Sean Longstaff. So many players here that are going to cause problems from these corners and stuff. And the big criticism of Newcastle, other than the defence as well, is the lack of sort of goal scorer when Callum Wilson isn't there. And now they've got this option from corners and free kicks. They've got that height and they're able to put balls in the box. And of course, Chris Wood isn't too shabby either with his feet. So that is even better as well. 15 likes, says Oliver. Brilliant stuff. And thank you to everyone for tuning in. We've got 43 people watching me right now, which is absolutely fantastic. So thank you to everyone. And like I said, if you are enjoying the video, drop a like and do be sure to subscribe as well. And get your thoughts in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. This is as much your channel as it is mine. Love to hear a good conversation from a few of those 40 people who are in the stream at the moment. Kuka trying to win the ball back there. Trippier does really well there. Calm head from Kieran Trippier. Longstaff finds Joelinton, who rolls it out wide to Alan St. Maximan, who's got Dummett in support. Dummett comes back to St. Maximan. St. Maximan, is he going to get a bit of trickery on here? He's just trying to tee it up for himself. And Sean Longstaff's just not quite on the same wavelength there, but it's going to come back at Watford. Trippier's going to whip one in here, looking for the head of Longstaff. Is that going to fall? Oh, it so nearly fell for Chris Wood there, but good defensive play by Ngakia, and they somehow get the ball out. Joelinton finds Sean Longstaff. Is that going to fall for Chris Wood? No, it's not, and he's clattered the Watford defender there, and that was a bit clumsy from Chris Wood there, and potentially a yellow card. It's Samir who's gone down there. It was a hefty attempt at winning the ball, and he has come through the back. I don't think there was any malicious intent in it. It was just the way that Samir falls, because he's jumped up for the header. He's going that way, and he's falling that way, and so it's a massive clatter on the floor, and understandably, it's taken a little while to get himself back on his feet, but he is back on his feet, which is good to hear, and Mike Perry saying we're getting closer. You are getting closer. You are getting closer. You can't get any closer than hitting the crossbar, can you? Not really. Not really. I mean, that's a good sign. 5 attempts from both teams in this opening 25 minutes. We only had 5 attempts in the whole first half of the Chelsea-Man City game. So that tells you all you need to know about the intensity of this game so far. Both teams showing that they can get the ball forward, but Newcastle dominating possession at the moment. Watford looking like they're setting up to hit on the counter-attack more than anything else. Here's Dummett rolling it into Joelinton. Joelinton, though, just tackled there by Ngakia, who's done really well. Joelinton's just on that left side of the central midfield 3, for anyone wondering, with Longstaff on the right-hand side of the midfield 3. And, of course, John Joe Shelby almost at the base, if you will, of that. Here's Kieran Trippier. Good ball into the feet of Ryan Fraser, but a bit of a poor touch there, and Cathcart able to sweep up out for a Newcastle United throw-in. Longstaff with a bit of room here. Opts to go back to Lascelles. Just taking the time here, Newcastle United absolutely dominating the possession here. Watford can't get themselves out. They can't get a touch on the ball. They're causing them all kinds of problems, man. All kinds of problems, Newcastle United are. And it's almost refreshing to see from a Newcastle United side. I'm intrigued to see Newcastle fans get in the chat and let me know. But it's refreshing to see a Newcastle team that are going to dominate possession and get on the ball and not be afraid to get on the ball themselves and put a little bit of a press on, create opportunities, play the ball wide. And I don't think we've seen enough of that of Newcastle in recent years. Let me know, though, guys. I'm sure there's plenty of Newcastle fans in the chat. So get in the chat and let me know what you think so far to this Newcastle team. Of course, like I said, last week wasn't the greatest of results for Newcastle with the 1-0 loss to Cambridge. But, you know, it's a learning curve for them. And it might just be, for Newcastle, it might just be one of those where it's like, actually, that served them well because it just grounded them. You know, you've got the world at your feet here, this Newcastle team do now. Just grounded them and made them think, actually, It's not over yet. We can bring in these players, but it's not over yet. Trippier looks forward there for Joelinton. Falls to Longstaff here. I honestly cannot get over how tall this team is. Cannot get over it. Share. Dummett. Find St. Maximan. Back to Dummett. Every Watford player behind the ball here. That shows you all you need to know. Share. Lovely ball there forward. Is that going to fall for Chris Wood? No. It was a good touch, though, from Ryan Fraser. Here's Kieran Trippier. Has Fraser wider than him. Bit too obvious that. Oh, Fraser tries to go for a back heel there. Poor back heel there from Ryan Fraser. And that has gone out for a Watford throw-in, a poor back heel. But you can see the intents there as well, and that relationship down that right-hand side between Trippier and Ryan Fraser is going to be so important for Newcastle United to develop if they want to stay up. We know how good Ryan Fraser can be, and he's under his former boss, isn't he? He's back as a player who plays under Eddie Howe. That's where he thrives at Bournemouth. We've seen it in glimpses at Newcastle, but we've not seen it to its full capacity. And Kuka there just been pulled up there for a high foot. Admittedly, it was the head height of Ryan Fraser, so it wasn't hard to be a high foot. That being said, Newcastle with an opportunity here. Kieran Trippier out on a free kick. We know how good his deliveries are on set pieces. All the big boys are up. Let's see what Newcastle can do here. Can they get themselves in the lead? It wouldn't be against the run of play at all. Here goes Trippier, whipping that one in off the head of Schär, I think that was there. Fabian Schär, I think it was, getting up there, and he's headed it, and it's gone just wide of the post there. Like I said, this is going to be a massive, it's going to be key for Newcastle United if they're going to win games from set pieces. Look at how big that team is. It's mental. I feel small, and I'm 6'1". And this Newcastle team is absolutely huge. Even Dummett's quite tall for a fullback, isn't he? Even Dummett's quite tall. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Fraser saying this game will be 0-0. Don't say that, Fraser. Don't you dare say that. I need some goals. I need to relax and not think about the fact that my Chelsea have just gone awfully. Norwich 1 point off the bottom three. I'm assuming you mean out of the relegation zone, because they are in the bottom three. What a squad Eddie Howe has put together. Eddie's now got Wood. Oh, that's a good ball whipped in there by Emmanuel Dennis, looking for João Pedro in there. It's just gone over his head. Newcastle might be able to counter-attack here. There's St. Maximan. Sean Longstaff's going to look forward. Joelinton's making a run forward, but he's just taken too long there. He's opted to go to Joelinton this time. There we are. That's better. Lovely interchange there between Wood and Joelinton. Here's Trippier, finds Fraser. Is he going to put a ball in? No, goes to St. Maximan. There's a foul there on Fraser. Referee says play on. A little bit of a coming together off the ball between the two players. Shelvey finds Dummett. Just taking their time. Where were we with the comments? I think Chris Wood's a very clever signing. I think it's a really clever signing, because you know what you're getting with Chris Wood. He's not gonna set the world on fire, but he's not gonna cause you too many issues. He's a good hard worker, and he's a proven Premier League goal scorer. That's a really good tackle from Joelinton, and it's gone to John Joe Shelvey. John Joe Shelvey trying to find Ryan Fraser there, but St. Maximan clears the ball. St. Maximan gets in the way of the ball, and Watford go up the other end themselves with Kamara. Kamara dances away from a couple here. That's really well played. João Pedro, good drop of the shoulder. Pedro, oh, good block there by Kieran Trippier. Got his body in the way. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff there from him. I was just going to say, just whilst we're on Chris Wood, you know what you're going to get from him. 20 to 25 mil. I'd say maybe 25 mil. You're looking at a little bit sort of on the expensive side for a 30-year-old. But, weakening a Burnley side, you're not going to be able to get another rival striker for that cheap, because you'll have to negotiate with the players, that type of thing. So you'll have to negotiate with the players, negotiate with the team, and obviously they're not going to be willing to sell to a relegation battle. So I think it's a really clever signing from Newcastle. Weaken Burnley, but also strengthen your side with a proven Premier League goal scorer. And like I said earlier on, has had, for the last 4 seasons, has had at least double figures for goals. That's a lovely ball there from João Pedro out on his right-hand side. Here's Emmanuel Dennis. He's going to try cut inside. Good block, though, by Paul Dummett, and that's behind for a Watford corner. Watford corner. Let's have a look at some of the comments. I can see Mike's got a big comment there. I think we'll win today, and we get Diego Carlos and Botman in, and potentially Schuler, and at left back Gersons. Oh my gosh, he's just naming everyone up front. And then you've got Ramsey as well on loan. You've got loads of potential people you're linked with. That corner is defended well by Newcastle. It's gone behind for another corner for Watford. I believe the Botman rumours have, I think Lille have opted not to sell Botman, because I think Lille were playing a bit of hardball there, trying to get a couple of extra mil, and Newcastle have turned around and said no. So I do believe negotiations have ended between the two sides there. Diego Carlos, I think it could be a brilliant signing for Newcastle United. 28 years of age. Lascelles has just gone down here after that corner. I think he just caught a bit of a clip there from one of the players. Yeah, it's just a bit of a kick there, and he's back on his feet. Bit of a painful one though for the captain. Yeah, but I think, like I say, Diego Costa. Jesus, imagine if you got Diego Costa. Diego Carlos. I think it's a clever one. He's La Liga proven. He's not Prem proven, but he has played in the Champions League for Sevilla. He's played in the Europa League as well for Sevilla. So he's a very good player, capable, and definitely capable of steadying up this defence as well for Newcastle United. Really, really good stuff. And Prince Anime saying, come on the Magpies. Good to see you. And Wolves have a penalty as well, according to Oliver. Chris Wood trying to shrug off the advances of the Watford defenders, but only succeeds in giving the ball away. Here's John Joe. John Joe's going to switch that one. Lovely ball there. Good touch as well from Joelinton. Here's St. Maximan. St. Max, what can he do with it? Goes back. John Joe Shelvey. Just need a bit of creativity, Newcastle do. Just a quick run of something. That's a brilliant ball. That's exactly what I mean. To find Longstaff in behind. It's looped up. That might fall to Chris Wood. It doesn't. Feel like I keep saying that for everything, but they might fall to Chris Wood. Kamara able to get that clear for Watford into the feet of Josh King. Josh King doing really well to hold up the ball there. Good play from Josh King. Here's Kayembe. Rolls it into Josh King again, and that's a foul by Kieran Trippier, who's come through the back of Watford. Bit of respite there from Watford. And a lot of people watching, says Ali. Yes, good stuff. And the Wolves have gone 1-0 up as well. I thought Wolves were going to take the lead. Obviously, not just because you said there was a penalty, but I thought Wolves, I fancied them to get themselves a goal, if I'm honest with you. Oh, really well played there by, oh my gosh, who was that with them feet there? That was brilliant. That was utterly brilliant from Watford. I think it was Dennis, you know. It was Emmanuel Dennis. Brilliant feat from Emmanuel Dennis. Raul Jimenez has put Wolves 1-0 up, so I'll update that for you. But Emmanuel Dennis just skipped by a few people there. Really, really good play. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, King, is he going to be able to get that down? Right, let me just update the scoreboard for you, ladies and gents, and then we will be up to date and ready as Dennis goes down off the ball there after taking a bit of a clatter in. Referee's just dealing with it, though. And it's all kicking off a bit there. Kieran Trippier getting a word in his ear from a few of the Watford players. Moussa Sissoko having a bit of a go at him. Of course, Kieran Trippier and Moussa Sissoko did play together at Spurs, I think. Now that I've said that. Yeah, they must have done. They must have done. They'd play together at Spurs, so they know each other very, very well, those two. And Moussa Sissoko, the captain for Watford. 20 likes on the stream. Good stuff. Thank you, ladies and gents. I really appreciate that. Like I say, if you are new, try and get us up to that 530 subscriber mark. That would be absolutely excellent. We're 12 away from that and 21 likes on the stream as well. This is a regular occurrence on the Sam Redgate-Large channel. We'll sit down, we'll watch a game of football, and we'll have a little bit of chat. So the more enjoyable it is for you guys is when you get in the chat and you have a discussion with me. And we can talk about a few things, just like Mike. I love it when we get new subscribers in. Always like to see a good, fresh perspective on the games, and getting a few new Newcastle fans in as well. Oops, didn't mean to change it to that one. Whoopsie daisy. Let's just change it back to this one for the time being, and there we go. We'll get it updated for us, the new overlay. Right, there we are. We should be ready. Newcastle struggling to get out here. That might fall to Kuka. And Dubravka gets to that one there. Just overhit that. Here's John Joe Shelvey, who's going to try switch it there, looking for Joelinton, who's up on this left-hand side. 7 minutes before half-time. I think Watford will be the happier of the two teams. Lovely play there from Alan St. Maximan. St. Maximan, what can he do with it? Pulls it back, looking for Chris Woods. It's going to fall to Longstaff. Oh, over the bar. Over the bar. Over the bar. Robin Gersons is just about to sign, apparently. I called him Goosens. Oops. Oh, well. Oh, well. Skin full of vodka and orange here, but enjoying your commentary. Geordie Dave, still trapped in Thailand. Nice one. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Enjoy your vodka orange, mate. Have one for me. Have one for me as well. Have one for me. But yeah, is Robin Gersons the one who plays for Atlanta? Have I got that right, or is there someone else? Robin Gersons. He is, yes. He's the one who that would be a really good signing. Gersons would be. That would be a really good signing. Joelinton pulls it into the box. Is that a pen? Oh, I think that's going to go to VAR, that. It's gone out for a corner, but Chris Wood's just about to fire one. It was a lovely ball from John Joe to pick out Joelinton. Great touch. Joelinton whips it into that front post. That's definitely a pen for me. It's definitely a pen. Like, Chris Wood might have already striked, but I think that's a pen. But the ref's going for a corner. VAR says no. Whipped in here by Kieran Trippier onto the head of Lascelles. Oh, good head. Clear there from Moussa Sissoko. Really good stuff there from Moussa Sissoko. Got his head in the way. Yeah, Robin Gersons would be a really nice signing, I think, for Newcastle United. I've not seen anything, though. Well, I've not really been on my phone in terms of actually looking at social medias because I've been streaming all morning, but I haven't really seen anything. I've not seen his name from Fabrizio Romano, so we'll wait and see. And nothing confirmed by club sources about Chelsea's 33 million bid for Frankie de Jong. Where has that come out of? What? That is the most random rumour I've ever heard of. That is mental. That is actually mental. Where on earth has that come from? I was looking for Newcastle transfer rumours, not Chelsea, to sign Frankie de Jong for 33 mil as well. That'd be a steal. Why aren't Newcastle getting themselves in there? Why me? Trippier throws it into... Oh, Ryan Fraser, why have you done that, mate? He rolled it into Fraser there. Fraser has acres of room about 25 yards out, and he's just walloped it over the bar. He's just absolutely hammered it over the bar. Absolutely hammered it over the bar. But I can't believe he did that. I cannot believe he did that. Oh, well. Oh, well. There'll be plenty more opportunities. Watford don't look like they're going to be able to sustain attacking pressure. Like I say, they're hitting on the counter-attack at the moment. So I could kind of do with an Emmanuel Dennis goal, you know. I think the last day of the transfer window is when things will happen and get interesting. Yeah, I think for Newcastle, but I think quite a few teams will go, well, we can't sell up. That's the problem with January. You don't have enough time to recover. Joelinton, brilliant defensive play there, and he's going to lead the counter-attack as well. Here's St. Maximan. St. Maximan's going to dance past a couple of players, is he? Oh, that's a good piece of defending there from Craig Cathcart. Really good piece of defending. Yeah, the problem always is with January transfer window is the fact that you've not really got enough time to get your scouting done, get another player in. So if you lose someone in like June, July, you've got plenty of time in summer. But that is part of the problem. Trippier's going to try whip one in, looking for the head of Chris Wood. It's just gone over, cleared by Watford, but only as far as St. Maximan. St. Maximan. He's going to have to come back, isn't he? He does. Here's Dummett. Dummett's going to whip one in this time. Looking for the head of Chris Wood again. I don't know why I keep telling you who they're looking for the head of. We know it's Chris Wood. Here's Joelinton. St. Maximan. He's going to whip one in. Oh, Ryan Fraser was the man in the middle of the box there. We've got to keep Watford pinned back. You most certainly do, but you've got to be aware as well of the pace going forward of this Watford side on the counter-attack is phenomenal. Phenomenal. They can absolutely fly up the field if they want. And Ben Foster pings one out there to Josh King and Trippier. Brilliant play from Kieran Trippier there. And King's got nicked the ball back. There's a good little battle developing on that right side for Newcastle and Watford. You haven't got enough time, and clubs massively inflate their prices knowing certain clubs are desperate. Yeah, exactly. And especially like with teams, you know, the big spending teams or the teams with a lot of money to spend, they'll push up the money as well because they want to get a little bit extra because they probably have someone in mind. If it's Chelsea, oh, that's a really good touch there from him. Is that João Pedro? What a touch that was to get away from Lascelles. Pedro. Still on the ball here, out on this left-hand side. Pedro with Kamara. Is he going to try and get the ball in? I wouldn't suggest crossing it. The size of this Newcastle United team is Moussa Sissoko. Pedro looks to bend one. Good defensive play by Longstaff. And John Joe Shelvey, just about gets the ball clear with Sean Longstaff looking forward there for St. Maximan. Yeah, but say if like Chelsea, like there's rumours of a player being, not enjoying themselves. Clubs will look at they'll look at replacements and they'll be like, well, if someone comes in for example, if it was for Newcastle, if someone comes in for Joelinton, we've got X, Y, and Z who we want to sell. Watford, if someone comes in for Dennis, we've got X, Y, and Z who we're going to go buy with like the best player, the medium player, and the player that would just get by. So they always have those players there, and I think they always know, but it just makes it so difficult with it being January because you've not got enough time to make the approach and all of those things. Samir there with a dodgy touch. Dennis needs to get injured. That was close. Sorry, I meant Dennis and Pedro. Lol. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're both playing well at the moment. Dennis looks like an absolute brilliant player. And if you haven't already, guys, like I say, be sure to drop a like and do subscribe. And as well, if you're an FPL fan like myself and had a stressful day yesterday, I do have an FPL league which is linked in the description of this video. So go and join the Redgate-Large League, the SRL League. It's a bit of a laugh. You've got loads of the regulars in here, so it's good, and a bit of banter as well for it. Currently sat in 6th, so I'm quite pleased with that. 6 out of about 35 or so. So good stuff. Watford have a free kick here, quite far out, probably 40, 45 yards out. Potentially an opportunity to go against the tide here and get themselves a goal. It's struck rather than crossed in there by Kuka, who it just almost seemed like, what was the point in getting Cathcart up from the back? Why would you do that? Here's Dennis. Dennis trying to wriggle some room here. Crosses it in off his left foot. There's players in the box and it's headed down there by Moussa Sissoko into the hands of Dubravka. And Dubravka looks to get Newcastle underway quickly with Joelinton. Joelinton into the feet of Chris Wood. Chris Wood trying to wriggle his way free. Really well played there, and Kamara's fouled him. And now there might be an opportunity before half-time for Newcastle United to get their noses in front. Chris Wood's looking like a really good asset already, just in terms of the way that Newcastle are playing. He's looking like a brilliant asset. Wow. Lots of quality in this game so far, I must say. Lots of quality in this game. This will be the last chance before the half-time, potentially to change the team talk. Go in with a smile on the face. This is obviously Trippier's Premier League debut for Newcastle United. Trippier is going to whip this one in. Oh, that's a poor ball in from Kieran Trippier there. You need to get it up high if you're going to do that for a Newcastle team. And that is it. That is half-time. Newcastle 0, Watford 0. Get in the chat, guys. Let me know your first half thoughts if you are watching or if you're just listening. Let me know your first half thoughts. Let me know who you'd like to see changed and all of that good stuff as well. Just a bit of a rundown. If you have just joined in the stream so far, the biggest and best opportunity has fallen to Joelinton, who rattled the crossbar. Newcastle so far absolutely dominating in terms of possession. Sam, this is being 0-0. It's so boring. It's not a boring game. It isn't a boring game by any stretch of the imagination, this one. Both teams looking like they want to go for it, and both teams looking like they could score goals. They're going up. They're going up the pitch, I tell you what, and they're looking like they're going to be able to get themselves a couple of goals. You're not going to believe me. You're not going to believe me. But let's have a look through the stats. We've got no halftime game at the minute. I'm changing over to Norwich. I can't watch that. Fraser, you're being massively critical here. Just because not every team has Mohamed Salah in their team doesn't mean that it's not an exciting game of football. Not an exciting game of football. But what I'm going to do is, guys, we're going to take a look and have a look at the stats for those who, for those who aren't watching. We're going to go over to the good website, which is very helpful, Sofa Scores. I'll get it on the screen in a second. Still 2-0 at Norwich City versus Everton at halftime, and in the other game it is still Wolves 1, Southampton 0. Raul Jimenez scoring a penalty in that game. So let me just remove everything so you guys can see when I share my screen. What do I need to do? I need to remove this, and then I need to remove this. Hello. Right, now if I share my screen. There we are. So now if I share my screen, you can see. Can you see everything all right? Yeah, you can. Right, Newcastle United versus Watford. Let's have a look at the stats so far. Joelinton, crikey, 7.1 again. But look at the stats here. The one criticism is there isn't really been too many shots on target. But in terms of actual shots, Newcastle so far been electric. They're getting opportunities, 10 opportunities. Watford with 9 opportunities themselves. Stop Motion Manda says, are Watford looking like they can secure the points? And this is a really interesting question, actually, to look at it from a Watford perspective, because there's a lot of, I've been talking all game, Newcastle, as you can see on your screen there, dominating the possession. They've had the more shots, but Watford do look good going forward, Mando. So it's very difficult to call, because Watford, all they have to do is hit them on the counter-attack 2 or 3 times, and Watford could be 2-3-0 up. We know that there are a lot of sort of problems with Newcastle United's defence, but Watford do look good on the counter-attack. But for the most part, it's been Newcastle United flooding their way through. And like I say, there's 9 shots for Watford. Surprises me a little bit, but they've hit them on the counter-attack. And when they've hit them on the counter-attack, they've been able to get shots off, which is the important part about it. They're able to get the shots off, Watford are, and actually cause a few problems. A little bit surprised at St. Maximan's rating there, 6.3. If anyone else is watching, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's a little bit surprised at a 6.3 there for St. Maximan. He's looked really good, gliding past a few players. But if you look just up here in this top left as well, Stop Motion Mondo, that will tell you sort of like the flow of how this half has been. The attacking momentum so far, very, very much Newcastle. Yes, there's been a bit of a break in play, as you can see here and here, where Watford have maybe got themselves on the ball a little bit more. There's been opportunities. There's been free kicks, a couple of corners as well for Watford. But it's all pretty much been the flow of the play for the last 45 minutes has pretty much been Newcastle. And I think Newcastle fans will take pride in that, because it makes such a difference, makes such a big difference that actually, they make such a big difference that instead of Newcastle having to defend, they're now actually feeling comfortable enough to go out, get on the ball, and move the ball further forward. So Who knows? Who knows? Mike Perry says on Newcastle News now, it says Robin Gosens has agreed a contract. Wow. We'll have to keep our ears out for that one. Keep our ears out for that one. Should be good. I'm sure I'll have another 2-Minute Tuesday on the channel this week, and it'll probably be based around transfers to do with Newcastle. That tends to happen over this transfer window. Is there any other key stats there, really? I mean, you can see it's dominated down this left-hand side, isn't it? Stop Motion Mondo, I'll get to you in a sec. I'll send a link in the chat for you. And what does this look like for the league then? So Burnley, obviously, this is as it currently stands. Burnley will be rock bottom, and Norwich somehow get themselves the 3rd win of the season. By the looks of things, Everton, there's big question marks around Everton, isn't there? Big question marks. Huge question marks around Everton. So this relegation battle is really heating up. Really heating up. Apparently, Alphonso Davies has had to take a break from football because of a heart problem. Yeah, I saw that, actually. I did see that. I can't remember what they said it was. It wasn't quite a heart problem, but there was something that they picked up. So they're just making sure that it is nothing before they sort of introduce him back into play. Let's just have a look at a few player statistics before the second half does start. Let's have a look at what's an important one. Passes, key passes. Ryan Fraser, that does not surprise me whatsoever. 3 key passes. He's been putting in the crosses left, right, and centre. Craig Cathcart, what? I don't even remember him being in the final third. I don't even remember him being in the final third. Look at goalkeepers. I mean, there's not really much to talk about. Saves from inside the box. Dubravka's made himself one. It's pretty much what you'd expect, to be honest with you. Pretty much what you'd expect. Passing wise, accurate passes. Fabian Schär's made 38 pass attempts and made the most passes of anyone so far this game. Like I say, key passes. Ryan Fraser and Kieran Trippier. That's where the crosses seem to be coming in from. That right-hand side, looking to whip them into Chris Wood, Sean Longstaff, any of the big boys who are up there, because there seems to be absolutely tons of them in that side for Newcastle United at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now because I believe we'll be getting back to the action in a moment. Is there anything else I've missed off here, guys? Let me know your thoughts looking at these lineups as well. I think that's pretty fair on Watford's regard, that their defensive, players have got higher rated. They're yet to concede in this game. How long that'll last, I don't know. That is the question, isn't it? How long will that last? I do not know. Right, so let me just add this back, and then I just need to add my thing back as well. Right, there we go. There we go. Apparently, Everton fan ran on the pitch to shout at Rafa. Really? That seems a little bit pants, to be honest with you. Seems a little bit pointless as well, if I'm honest with you. But there you go. Who knows? If you are new to the channel, like I always say, do be sure to drop a like and do subscribe as well. Of course, the beauty about YouTube is subscribing is absolutely free. And if you get fed up with me, you can always unsubscribe at any point, which people tend to do because I feel like I'm an annoying person. But I do also have a Twitch as well. So if you are a Twitch user and you want to go over there and support the channel over there, that would be absolutely great as well. So we are gradually moving our way back into this second half. And so I want to hear from you guys. Watford fans, Newcastle fans. What do you reckon the score is going to be in this second half? We are still at 0-0. Like I said, the big opportunity falling to Joelinton, who rattled the bar. Dennis has looked good going forward for Watford, of course. So has Pedro. So has King. And Newcastle look, I won't say that they do look revitalized. I think that is the best way to say it. They look really impressive. And so I think I'm still backing Newcastle. I think that is a no-brainer for me. I think Newcastle are going to come out on top. But the problem is, with the pace and the ability going forward on the counter-attack from Watford, the opportunities will come for Watford in this second half. They will come. Shell saying I keep having to I keep having to pop in and out because I'm doing homework at the same time as watching you. Fair enough, Shah. I love the commitment to the channel. Law, when you said you had a twitch at first, I thought you meant like a nervous twitch, mate, but you're on about the site. Nice one, Mike. I love it. I love it, Mike. No, I don't have a nervous twitch. I mean, I might do, but I've never noticed it before. But yeah, I do have a Twitch streaming site, which is exactly the same as this YouTube channel. It's just Sam Redgate-Large, and you can go over there, and it's just an alternative way for you guys to view it. If you do prefer Twitch over YouTube, the option is there for you to use it. And of course, I'm more suited to YouTube because I don't really use Twitch myself, but it's just there just in case if you guys want to view the stuff over there. And if you are, like I say, new to the Sam Redgate-Large channel, make sure that you've got the notifications bell turned on. We do have weekly series. We've got football content uploaded, videos. We've got weekly video series. We've got 2 Minute Tuesday. We've got a bit of a sort of a weekend upload schedule as well. And of course, we've got the live streams as well, which you guys seem to love. So there's plenty coming on the Sam Redgate-Large channel. Like I say, if you are a new person, why not drop a subscribe? It's absolutely free. How dare that Everton fan take this? What are you on about, Fraser? What are you on about? I have no clue, but Mike's laughing at it. Mike's laughing all the way. And Fraser's gone over to the Twitch. Fraser is the GOAT. Oh, damn it. He's going to clip me saying that now. But yeah, that is over on the Twitch. I can leave a link to that if anyone wants to, but we're just looking at average halftime positions. Samir of Watford is the only player inside the that's weird. Is the only player in possession that just stays in his own half. Very, very strange. Very strange. Fraser says, thanks, Sam. For God's sake. Can't believe it fell into that. I'm not falling for this trap again, boys. I'm not falling for this trap again. Couple of minutes away now, guys. Couple of minutes away, and then we'll be back underway. My brother's just messaged me saying, has Arsenal Tottenham gone to? Can anyone confirm or deny whether Arsenal versus Tottenham is still on tomorrow? Does anyone know? Because I'm intrigued to see if they are. Let's have a look. It does from this app which I'm using. It does say postponed. So we've lost another one for this double game week. God, we've lost another one. Warm Eggs as well says postponed. That's frustrating. That's a big game as well, isn't it? Like to see a North London derby. That's annoying, that is. That is annoying, but that does limit me to, Brentford versus Liverpool for tomorrow. So I might watch Brentford versus Liverpool. What do you reckon, Fraser? What do you reckon, Fraser? Let me know. Maybe we get on Jordan for the Porto game at 8:30. Maybe we'll do that as well. Yeah, it's called off. Jeez. Fulham are 5-2 up at half time, and it's not even half time. Fulham just score goals for fun at the minute, don't they? Fulham look absolutely on fire. It's a shame they do nothing when they come into the Prem, but they just got Mitrovic. How many goals is he on now this season? Alexander Mitrovic is on 26 goals already this season, 23 games. Ivan Toney's record could be absolutely blasted out of the water already. It was like, anything you can do, I can do better. And Huddersfield are 1-0 up as well. The players are coming back out onto the pitch, though, ladies and gents. Joelinton is the first one to reappear. Positive that from Joelinton. The first one to reappear onto the pitch. Is there any other big scores going on? No, not really. No excitement anywhere else. No. Grimsby Town are drawing, if anyone cares. Don't think so, but if anyone does, Grimsby Town are drawing. We are 2 likes away from 25 likes, so that would be absolutely fantastic. If you could get us to that like goal, that would be absolutely brilliant. So if you haven't already, be sure to drop a like for us. We're about to get underway in the second half. Newcastle kicking from right to left. Watford kicking from left to right. We will be underway shortly. I need to get my stream timer up, don't I? That's helpful. Watford are about to get us underway. João Pedro stood over the ball. Oh, that's big. What the commentator just said there. If Newcastle win this game, there we are, we're underway, by the way. If Newcastle win this game, Newcastle will leapfrog out of the relegation zone and Watford will drop into it. Very, very important. Of course, that game with Norwich there as well. Very important to see how things are done. So, interesting. Where are Grimsby playing nowadays? League Two? No, they are in the conference now. They got relegated 2 seasons ago. Grimsby on the way up to the Premier League. I wish they were. That would be brilliant. I clicked when you said, oh, for God's sake. Anyway, we're back underway. Newcastle versus Watford. Let me know, guys. Get in the chat. What are you thinking for this second half? Who's going to be your first goal scorer? If there is a goal scorer, I know Fraser's being very negative. We're trying to keep positive vibes, get some good goals. Either way, we need some more people in the chat. Get a bit of excitement for when the game's quiet. But at the moment, it's not really been a quiet game, has it? It's not been a quiet game. Do you think Watford are getting relegated? I think it's a really difficult one to call with Watford. If Watford don't, it's a matter of who does. And I can't imagine like 2 of the teams, because I think Burnley, you class them as an established Premier League team now. That's a good ball clipped in forward there, looking for Joelinton again, cleared out by Watford. Josh King trying to header the ball clear. But that's the thing. If someone else drops out, it's another established football team in the Premier League dropping out. And we don't often have that. It's not like we've got 2 teams that sort of yo-yo. And it'd be weird to see. It's been a long time since very few of the newly promoted sides got relegated. But I definitely think in terms of if you look at Newcastle, Burnley, Watford, Norwich, I think Watford are probably, in my personal opinion, the best equipped at the moment. Of course, Newcastle can change that massively, but they can be the best equipped at the moment. If the obviously with the transfer window and stuff, Newcastle I think will come out the best equipped. But I think Watford are definitely a team that have the ability that's there. Claudio Ranieri, Premier League winning manager, a useful manager to have, knows what it means to get himself out of a relegation battle. I think they're very well equipped. And I think for me that they're in with a sneaking chance. I just don't know. It all depends on what Newcastle have and who they've acquired during the next few weeks. I think after 5 more games played, whoever is in the bottom 3 will stay there. Wow, Mike, big statement. Big statement. It depends how close it is. If it's still like this, where it's like a matter of 2 points between you all, then it could go right down to the final day. And wouldn't that be exciting? That would make a great final day on the Sam Redgate-Large channel for the 3 o'clock kickoffs. That would be brilliant. Sam, can I post that clip on TikTok? If you would like, Fraser. I'm not overly bothered. John Joe Shelby looking down the line here for Alan St. Maximan, and he's nicked the ball off the defender here. Alan St. Maximan, really well played here, drives inside. Is he going to get a shot off? He shoots! Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Alan St. Maximan! That was the moment of specialness they needed. What a goal that is from St. Maximan. What a finish. I nearly flipped me table there. What a finish, St. Maximan. Oh, my gosh. I totally forgot I was underneath the table. I was getting behind that. I'm about to celebrate myself. What a finish, Alan St. Maximan. And Newcastle, their pressure from the first half has finally told. The fullback, Ngakia, will be annoyed at himself. He just slips at the vital time. And St. Maximan, using his pace, his power, his brilliant dribbling. And what a strike that is, right into the bottom corner. Keeper, I think, needs to do better. But credit where credit's due to St. Maximan for the guts and determination. What a great finish from St. Maximan. And Newcastle deservedly ahead. How do you spell Maximan? Why am I struggling to spell this now? It's because I just put St. Max last time. We'll just do that. But that is Newcastle 1-0 up. Newcastle fans, get in the chat. Let me know. Watford fans, get in the chat. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? Has the keeper got to do better there? Has the keeper got to do better there? In my opinion, I think so. What a finish from Alan St. Maximan. I also need to update the things to say second half. Oh, all the home teams are winning. Fun fact for you. Here goes St. Maximan again. And Sissoko's given away a foul on St. Maximan. Oh, why did my Photoshop just go? I'll be back to the chat in a second, guys. Just updating the banners for us all. What a finish that was from St. Maximan. That's what Chelsea needed earlier, a moment of brilliance. They just didn't get it. And obviously City did with Kevin De Bruyne scoring a brilliant goal. So Maximan has just gone down himself here injured, feeling the tackle from Moussa Sissoko there. It was from behind. It wasn't a pretty tackle by any stretch of the imagination, but by the looks of things, it wasn't the worst of tackles. But Newcastle will be rightfully, and I'm sure Newcastle fans are in the chat, rightfully buzzing with that goal. And what a finish it was. He's done really well as well to dispossess Ngakia, or whatever his name is. And then it's just all St. Maximan from there. It's brilliant dribbling. It's calm, it's composed, and it's a brilliant, brilliant strike. What a finish. And absolutely, absolutely deserved finish from St. Max there. Absolutely deserved finish. Let's have a look at the comments. Newcastle 1-0. Goal. Yes, get in. No, says Slow Motion Manda. Nicholas Corrie says, yes, boy. Down to Brighton. Down with the Brighton, says Oliver. Still bragging. No, it won't be exciting, mate, if it goes down to the wire for the relegation. This is giving me a nervous breakdown. It'll be exciting for me. I'll enjoy it. I'll be sat here, Mike. We'll be in a stream and I'll be sat here and you'll be like absolutely pooing yourself. And I'll be sat here enjoying myself, laughing and enjoying himself. I nearly said that as well, Slow Motion Manda. I said that before. St. Max is amazing, says Jamie. He is. Surely, like, you've got to wonder where Newcastle go in a few years. If they're not at that level, surely someone's going to snap up St. Max. Surely. Oh, that's a good header there, down there by Lascelles. Is that a penalty? Referee says no. I agree with him that time. Josh King trying to counter-attack, roll it into Pedro, but Newcastle get the bodies back quickly. Trippier definitely giving away a foul there. Sorry, that's Ryan Fraser. And Ryan Fraser gets himself in the book as well. I was just updating that. Thank you, Fraser. I don't know why it didn't update, actually. It should have done. I pressed to update it. Newcastle versus Watford. Why is it? That's weird. Okay. We'll do it all again. Oh, I'm not sure Lascelles has been fouled there by Josh King. He's looking for it. He's definitely looking for it. VAR was just checking that just to make 100 million% sure that it was correct. But definitely for me, it was correct. He's looking for the foul. He is looking for the foul. That's the only way to say it, really. He's just looking for the foul, and he puts his body in the way, trying to win something, hoping that there's contact, but there isn't. There isn't. Sound law. Newcastle, they're not done. They're not done, are they? Here goes St. Maximan again. He's got Chris Wood in support. I honestly don't know what he does half the time. St. Maximan just seems to run, and like when he starts running, he doesn't know where he's going to go, but somehow, like, he's like Michael Scott talking with a sentence. He's like, somehow you just find yourself along the way. And that is what St. Maximan does with playing football. I've just compared St. Maximan to Michael Scott from The Office. So if that hasn't convinced you to subscribe, I don't know what will. I hope that if the worst does happen to us this season, then I hope we loan St. Max and don't lose him. That would be really good, to be fair. If Newcastle, if they do go down, that they can try and keep hold of some of these players. I'm sure, like, Trippier will have a relegation clause in his contract. But if you can loan some of them out and then, get them back, because it's not a matter of these players not being good enough. It's a matter of the fact that they've just not had enough time if they do go down. So who knows? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we, Jamie? We'll have to wait and see until the end of the season. What can Watford do now, though? They need a response, and they've given the ball away. Trippier's given the ball away. They've given the ball away to Trippier. Here's Ryan Fraser, who's going to whip one in, looking for the head of Chris Wood. He's just over hit that cross as well, and it's gone all the way out the other side to Alan St. Maximan, the Michael Scott of football. I can't believe I said that. St. Maximan cleared at the front post, though, by Craig Cathcart. Clipped in by Paul Dummett, looking for Chris Wood again. The thing is, Chris Wood isn't really doing anything in terms of like getting his head on anything, but the Watford defenders are so distracted. Oh, good feet there from Joelinton. They're so distracted by Chris Wood being there that it's causing them problems anyway. It just causes them problems anyway. And so you sit there and you're like, actually, whilst he's not really doing anything, he is causing problems, because Watford are just so distracted. Like the other players can play off him and have loads of space because they're worried they're having to double up on Chris Wood. They're just looking at they were just looking at the replay of João Pedro. Basically got tackled by Kieran Trippier, like I said earlier on, and he just kicked out just a little bit. It was a little bit naughty that from João Pedro, and I think he's quite lucky, not to find himself in the book. Clearly, VAR didn't see it and didn't take any umbrage on it. Yeah, I think you're spot on there, Mike. Mike says Chris Wood's presence allows Newcastle's other players to find space. Exactly, it just diverts attention away. Whereas before, say if you have Callum Wilson, yes, Callum Wilson's a really good forward. Don't get me wrong. But he isn't the main threat. The main threat is then Alan St. Maximan. And so everyone's like, oh, well, we'll just limit Alan St. Maximan, which will then, therefore, in turn, limit Callum Wilson. Whereas now, if you limit Alan St. Maximan, you've still got the option to ping the ball into Chris Wood. And that is what Newcastle have needed up front. Just someone who's just going to cause them a few problems. Good touch there from Emmanuel Dennis. Sissoko tries to play it back down the line there, looking for Dennis, but Shah's done really well. Fabian Shah. Is that how you say his name? Shah? It's 2-1. Ooh. Norwich have conceded. Everton 2-1 at the moment. Let me just double check. We'll wait for VAR to come in on that one. But Norwich might be getting their way. Well, might be losing their way out of a decent spot here. 56 people in the stream. Like I say, if you do enjoy these streams and watch-alongs and you fancy sticking around and coming back to the Sam Redgate-Large channel in the future, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and like I always say, you might as well subscribe, because even if you absolutely hate me by the end of the game, you can always unsubscribe. Always unsubscribe. Richarlison has made it 2-1, so I'll update that for you. A slight bit of good news coming out of that game for Watford fans, that it is now 2-1. So Everton apparently wanting to actually turn up in this second half and not want to be dragged into a relegation battle, have got themselves to 2-1. Still 1-0 in the other game as well. Newcastle get themselves a free kick inside the Watford half. Paul Dummett just fouled just on the edge of the semicircle. Newcastle do look good in this game. They do look good. I mean, the warning signs were there, realistically, weren't there? The warning signs were most certainly there, because you talk about the Manchester United game. Definitely the warning signs were there that Newcastle could turn up in a couple of weeks and do well. Like I said, with the signing of Kieran Trippier, I think Trippier is not going to be a player who's going to instantly change things. I think Chris Wood has done, he's done really well today. Trippier's maybe been a little bit quiet, but He's a fullback. What do you expect, sort of thing? But I think Kieran Trippier is a really good final piece to the puzzle. And I think that Newcastle are just at the minute just building the puzzle slightly backwards at the moment. But anything can happen. And here goes João Pedro. He's trying to cut in, trying to wriggle a bit of room. Who's that fallen to at the edge of the box? And it's straight into the hands of Dubravka there. I think that fell to Josh King at the edge of the box. It was good running, really good running to get the ball up the field there. I think that was Josh King who'd done the running, sorry, and it was João Pedro who shot. So wrong way round. But that's the option that Watford do have. They do have that option on the counter-attack. They do have that option. It's PvPs says, go on Newcastle. I told you Everton would come back. Mike's loving it. Mike's loving it. He's enjoying his day today, Mike is. Good stuff, Mike. I hope you're a betting man. That's a lovely ball in behind. Here's Josh King. Josh King, surely. Oh, what a save that is by Dubravka. Brilliant save. Brilliant save. Decisive. He made himself big. What a save that is. And it's 2-0 as well to Wolves. Wolves have just got their second goal in this game in their game as well. So it's 2-0 Wolves against the Saints. And the Saints came in off that massive 4-1 win and in decent form, if I'm honest with you. Unbeaten since the game against Arsenal, the Saints are, and being pulled apart really here by Wolves. So it is 2-0 to Wolves in the other game. Still 1-0 here at Newcastle United. The only goal so far was an absolute beauty from Alan St-Maximin, who did really, really well. Really well. And St. Max has put Newcastle 1-0 up, and it's hard to say that they didn't deserve it. Connor Cody on the score sheet for Wolves in the other game, though. Kamara switches it to Ngapia. St. Max is putting the pressure on him again. He's given away a foul, but that was how he got his goal. That is how he got his goal. He put the fullback under pressure, and that's how he got his goal, wasn't it? And why not keep trying it? If it's not broken, don't try and fix it as well. Well, in Sam, you sure that scoreline is that City scoreline is correct, or was my battering way off? It was way, way off, Josh. It was way, way off. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty gutted we lost, to be honest with you, Josh. Really gutted. Just give me 2 secs, just updating the thing. The scoreboard again to update to Wolves. If you haven't already, guys, and you enjoy these types of things, be sure to go subscribe to A View from the Stands as well. This is just the bigger channel. So those who are new to my channel, if you're new to my channel and you're new to Josh's channel, go subscribe to Josh's channel as well. Excellent lads, puts loads of hard work in. If you like match day vlogs, all those kind of things, go check out this channel as well for us, guys. That'll be brilliant. Connor Cody is a very good player. I think he's a really good. I think he's a really intelligent player. I think he's a man that maybe a little bit underrated. I don't think he's an excellent player, but I think he's one of those players who works well within a formation, and he works well within this formation that Wolves play for him. Trippier finds St. Maximin. Good feet again from St. Max. St. Maximin, can he wriggle free here? He's still got the ball. I don't know how he's still got this. Rolls it back to Ryan Fraser. Trippier to whip one in. Chris Wood's in the middle. Good header, though, by Cathcart. Falls to Longstaff on the edge of the box. Potentially could have been a free kick there. Joelinton picks up the ball. Dummett goes back out wide on this left-hand side to Joelinton, who's going to try whip one in. Chris Wood was just looking away there, and it's Watford who managed to retain possession. They need to get themselves out, though, Watford, if they want to get themselves on the ball. Here goes Emmanuel Dennis trying to do something for his team. Referee says play on. There was a bit of a foul in there from Longstaff on Emmanuel Dennis. Kuka rolls it wide to Kamara. Good pace from Kamara. Down this left-hand side. Slip from Ryan Fraser. Rolls it back into Josh King. King's going to clip one in. Who's in the box there? Oh, it's into the hands of Dubravka. João Pedro in the box there. Should have done better. Should have done better. Poor ball in, really. I think Josh King can do. I think he needs more power on that. If he puts more power on that, aims sort of more in towards Musa Sissoko, and that'll be a better ball in. But not bad. Not bad from Watford on that counter-attack. Joelinton's just gone down with a bit of a muscle strain by the looks of things. Interesting to see how this one develops, because he's been good so far, Joelinton. I see what people mean about he looks rejuvenated. I do see what people mean, because he does look rejuvenated in that centre mid role. It's almost because the pressure is off Joelinton in this midfield role that he's now able just to sort of chill out, do what he wants, that kind of thing. He's able to do it. And so because the pressure isn't on him, the pressure's on someone else, he's got that freedom and that ability to move the ball forward. And he works well in this formation as well. Let's see who's coming on. I believe it's Kiko Femenia. I've not seen the substitution yet, but there will be a substitution for Watford in the offing. Let's see who it is. Who's coming off? It is the man who made the mistake for the goal, Ngakia, who is coming off. And I do believe it is Kiko Femenia who is coming on for Watford. So a like for like, fullback for fullback substitution there. It is Femenia. I was correct. And like for like substitution there, but that's maybe as a result of Saint-Maximin just getting in behind a couple of times and starting to cause a few problems for the Watford defence, and so they've gone to solidify with an experienced Kiko Femenia, and not a bad decision if you ask me. I think that'll steady him up a little bit, and maybe they're going to try and cancel out Alan Saint-Maximin. Ball forward there, looking for Ryan Fraser, but cleared by the goalkeeper, Ben Foster, who's put that one into touch. Newcastle fans getting behind Kieran Trippier here as he takes the throw in. Getting behind their team as well, importantly. As you would expect. Rightfully so, as you would expect. Lascelles makes a mistake. Here goes Dennis. Dennis with loads of room. Can he see Musa Sissoko? Rolls it in. Oh, he's put it over. Oh, he's put it over. Musa Sissoko, the man you'd want under pressure, and he's blazed it over. He's blazed it over. Lascelles made the mistake. Dennis and João Pedro storming up the field. It was really intelligent from Dennis just to wait. He rolls it into Sissoko, and Sissoko's blazed it over. That was their opportunity to hit him on the counter-attack. Oh, my gosh. I cannot believe he's put that over. It looked easier to score. One-on-one with the keeper. Should hit the target? Absolutely. Absolutely. At minimum, you work the keeper there. Make Dubravka make a good save. And Musa Sissoko, he'll be thinking about that one tonight in bed. He will be. Most certainly will be. Pink Panther says, bro, I captained Dennis at FPL. How is Newcastle winning? Newcastle have been really, really good, to be honest with you, Pink Panther. But I've got him in my team as well. And it's the counter-attacking. It is the counter-attacking. They're trying to make the most of the few sort of decisions and the few attacks that they get. But when Musa Sissoko's blazing over opportunities like that, Pink Panther, it does make it difficult. It really does. Might be able to go again here. No, just overhit that pass. Just overhit that pass. Josh says Wolves are flying, aren't they? They are. They're so defensive. It's like so defensively solid. It's unreal. It is unreal. 14 goals conceded. Conceded less than both Chelsea, Manchester City, and of course Liverpool as well. They've got the best defensive record in the league there or thereabouts. So unbelievable stuff. And they don't score many. Let's see the scores elsewhere. I think we're all still up to date. Yeah, I think we're all still up to date. So Norwich still hanging on so far. 70 minutes on the clock. We are 3 subscribers away from that like goal, which we've that subscriber goal, which we've got above my what shoulder is that? Is that my right shoulder? I mean, it is my right shoulder, but to the top left of your screen. So if you are subscribed and you think, you might want to stick around on the channel, do be sure to smash that subscribe button and help me get to that 530 subscriber goal. Here is Emmanuel Dennis again. He's been Watford's man of the match so far. Feminina tries to pull it back, looking for Dennis there, and Voldemort does really well to get himself across and put that one behind for Newcastle United. It's PvP, says Newcastle should win this game. They should, with the way that they've played, they should win this game. But Watford are just starting to wiggle their way into this game themselves here. And with the attacking options in this Watford team, more than capable of getting themselves a few goals. Feminina whips this one in. Is that going to fall in the box? It falls to Cathcart. Sissoko from the edge of the box. Oh, that would have been a screamer if that had gone in. That would have been a screamer. But it's just gone. It's gone miles wide. It wasn't Sissoko. Who was it? 39. Oh, it's Kayembe. It was the way he hit it. He proper shaped up to that, like Musa Sissoko hit that last one over the bar. And I just thought it was Sissoko straight from that. Derby winning. The Great Escape is on. Oh, I'd love to see Derby stay up. It'd be brilliant. It really would be brilliant. Send Mason Mount back down there to give him a hand. Now that we're out the title race. Chris Wood flicks it on. But it's coming back at Newcastle here. Dennis. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Clumsy there from Fabian Schär. Clumsy. Wayne Rooney is doing well despite the points for deduction. He is. And I think you've got to give credit where credit's due to Wazza for there. You can criticise him all you want as a footballer, as a manager, but you've got to give him credit where credit's due, because beating Sheffield United as well, pretty phenomenal stuff, if I'm honest with you. And that takes them as well. That'll take Derby County off rock bottom and only 5 points behind Peterborough. 5 points behind Peterborough, and it will be 9 points off Cardiff. So not impossible, especially in the Championship. And if you add that 21 points on them, they'd be on 36 points, which would take them up to, oh my God, in 9th. And they'd be having such a good season as well in 9th. They'd be having a good season. If Norwich loses to Everton, Norwich is going down. Wouldn't surprise me. I think Norwich's problem is they just don't look like they have an out-and-out goal scorer. I think Newcastle's problem has never been that. But that being said, St. Maximin gives the ball away to João Pedro there. And here goes Watford on the counter-attack. Here's Pedro with a bit of room. Rolls it into Kayembe. Here's Kiko Feminina. Looks like the opportunity might have dispersed here. I did not see that pass on there at all. A lot of my family are Derby fans, so I hope they stay up. Talks of Mike Ashley buying them. What Morris did to them is a disgrace. I hate when people do stuff like that. It is just awful. Oh, that ball whipped in there from Kiko Feminina. It's just like you just sit there and you wonder what goes through people's heads. But the thing is, Newcastle fans have had Mike Ashley for a while. They know maybe he's not the best of managers, but at least it'll then stop them from going bankrupt, and that's the main thing. And then best of managers, best of owners. But then they can move on, and they can potentially, someone will buy Derby County. Just hopefully he's not as stingy as he has been Newcastle United. This might fall in the box to Josh King here. Falls to the edge of the box, and deemed to be a handball there. Putting on the Norwich game because Wolves is slowing down doesn't surprise me. 2-0 up, Wolves are cruising, to be honest with you. Cruising for a bruising. Josh King will be annoyed there. He's just brought it down in the box on his arm, and it looks like Newcastle are going to make their first substitution. I think I've got that right. Their first substitution of the game. And let's see who it is. It's Ryan Fraser, who is coming off, who's had a really good game. Caused a lot of problems down that right-hand side with Kieran Trippier. And it is Murphy who is going to be coming on the pitch for Newcastle. So, like for like, if, Murphy's maybe not as good as Ryan Fraser, but definitely like for like. And who knows how this is going to go for the final 15 minutes or so. Watford's still not out of this. Tom Cleverley warming up on the bench. I'm not sure that's who you really want to come on when you're needing a goal. But Tom Cleverley is warming up, and who knows, maybe he could be the man to change the look here for Watford. Maybe he could. Maybe he could be the man to change the look and change the tide for Watford. But Newcastle at the moment look like they're absolutely cruising. I'd say the only thing is maybe over the last 5 minutes, the momentum has started to shift a little bit away from Newcastle United and more on to Watford. And Watford starting to create a few more opportunities. Murphy getting stuck in straight away there with a tackle from Kamara, who was adamant that it was a Watford throw-in, and ref's giving it him now. And he's trying to get the game underway nice and quickly. Newcastle, interestingly, only had one shot on target in this game, and it's resulted in the goal. But of course, the most important stat about it is the fact that it's 1-0 to Newcastle. So Watford fans can maybe say that, they didn't deserve to be ahead, but the most important one is the Saint-Maximin, brilliant, is the fact that they are still 1-0 up. Saint-Maximin was just taking Kiko Feminier there for a ride and just skipping by him. He skipped by him once and then skipped back the other side. Really good play from Saint-Max. Newcastle, like I say, have quieted off a little bit. Mike Ashley will keep Derby out of debt, but he's got no ambition. Yeah, exactly. So it's not awful for Derby, is it? It's not awful, but it's not great in that sense either. So it's a difficult one for them. It's PvP says I'm wearing the Newcastle home top new one. Nice one. And he's wanting an Everton and a Newcastle win as well. No surprises there as a Newcastle fan. No surprises there, really. And Tom Cleverley will be coming on. It's just getting a bit dark in my room, so I'm going to go turn on the light in a second once we get a bit of a break in play. Who was that who's just gone down? It's Samir who's just gone down there. And it looks like it's Kuchka who is coming off for Tom Cleverley. Number 8, Tom Cleverley. Expect for me to say every time he does something, that's very cleverly done, because that is a dad joke and it is funny. Let's see if Newcastle can get Chris Wood a goal on his debut. That'd cap off a good day for him at the office, wouldn't it? Get your main man, your new big signing. Get it sorted. Where's the game time? It's in the top. It says 1 hour 16 because for some reason it changes, but it's 77th minute. For some reason it changes from that. All right, let's have a look. What was I doing? I was updating the thing before I got distracted. There we are. Saint-Maximin tries to get away. Good tackle there from Kiko Feminier. Can he get them up the field? Here's Emmanuel Dennis. Good tackle, Fabian Schär. Hefty tackle, but a really good tackle there from the Newcastle United centre half. 6-2 to Fulham. Blimey. And it's PvP says, you do good content. I'm going to watch you when it's not on TV. Thanks. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the positive comment. I really do appreciate that. And I do upload videos as well. So I'm not just a streaming channel. So make sure you've got your notifications bell turned on for the 2-Minute Tuesdays, which are most likely 6 minutes. But the 2-Minute Tuesdays and everything else that comes on to this channel. Derby 2-0 up now, so Derby look like they've got themselves a win, and wearing the Watford home shirt, hopefully we can get one. Hopefully. Here goes Saint-Maximin though. Saint-Maximin drives into space. I think he should have shot there. He tried to be unselfish and pull it back because he had Chris Wood, Murphy, and he had Sean Longstaff up with him, but he probably should have shot, if I'm honest with you, and Watford able to clear. Will Watford get a goal? I know Mando wants Watford to get a goal. And it's PvP says, you deserve more support than you have. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's nice to hear such lovely comments. So thank you. And I appreciate that. Dennis, score, please, says Pink Panther. Dennis, score, please. I don't think Mike will be wanting that, but part of me fantasy football is like, I kind of want it. I kind of want it. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the thing when you play fantasy football. If anyone ever scores and it's someone you've got in your team, you're like, well, at least it's him. Femenia rolls it into Emmanuel Dennis, and that's well defended there by Dummett, who's put it out for a Newcastle United. A Watford corner. I don't know why I said Newcastle United. No, Dennis, get injured, please. I love how Mike's a complete opposite to the rest of us. We're just like, save our teams. I don't think I've had a goal scorer yet. In comes the corner. It's going to fall to the edge of the box here. It's driven back into the box, headed clear by Jamal Lascelles. Newcastle able to get the ball clear. Kamara. Kayemba clicks it forward. Trippier, good from Kieran Trippier there. Tresses it back to the goalkeeper. It just flicked on. I think it was off Lascelles it had flicked on. And Trippier, calm as you like in defence. Karthik says 8th. I went to St James's Park, bro. Unfortunately, we lost to Cambridge United. Great atmosphere. I thoroughly enjoyed it apart from the result. That's the main thing, isn't it? If you enjoy yourself, that's one of the reasons you go to the football matches. I'm sure St James's Park is always full to the brim and always excited. Newcastle always have a lot of fans who massively support their team, and it's always good to see. John Joe's going to shoot from range there. Not a bad effort from John Joe Shelby, Voldemort himself, but just fired over the bar. I need to turn this light on. Give me 2 secs. I'll be back in a sec. I'm starting to lose myself in the green screen. Right, there we are. Yeah, there we are. I was starting to lose myself in the green screen. Yeah, it was a weird result, that one against Cambridge, wasn't it, Karthik? Really weird result. Glad you enjoyed the game, though, mate. Glad you enjoyed the game. And lovely to see a new subscriber in. If you are new, mate, be sure to drop a subscribe. If you are joining, I need a Josh King assist to a Dennis goal, says Pink Panther. God, Pink Panther, you've really doubled up on your Watford players, haven't you? You've really doubled up. And Mondo wants Pedro to score. God, Lucas Digne starting for Villa this evening as well. Sorry, Watford fans, but I think Newcastle will win, says it's PvPs. And I got King in FPL, so King goal late, then Newcastle winner. Loads of people wanting their FPL teams to come true, but it doesn't look like it. It does not look like it's going to happen, does it? Not at the moment, but we've still got 8 minutes. Anything can happen in 8 minutes. Might be the commentator's curse as well. Oh, that's a hefty tackle. That is a hefty header from Jamal Lascelles coming through the back of, I believe that's Josh King who's gone down there. I believe that's Josh King. Really hefty tackle. King's back on his feet, though, so good sign, good sign. Here's Kiko Femenia. Goes back to Samir. It's weird to see, like, Sean Longstaff being the furthest player forward and putting on a press. It's so weird to see. So weird to see. Bit of head tennis going on here, and it's gone out for a Newcastle United throw-in. Here comes another substitution for... that's Joelinton who stood there. But there is another substitution, and it is for Watford. Number 25, Emmanuel Dennis has come off. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, now I'm not bothered about the result. And on comes Cuco Hernandez. So that is the change in this game. Cuco Hernandez comes on, and Emmanuel Dennis goes on. I mean, you just have to ruin our fantasy teams, don't you? Don't you, Ranieri? Don't you? You just have to ruin it for us all. We were all having fun there, and now I can't. But who knows? Maybe they'll score and they'll prove me wrong, and I'll be like moaning about him coming on, and maybe Watford will score from it. But who knows? I doubt it. And I feel like Mike has just celebrated that as if it was a goal, the fact that Emmanuel Dennis has gone off. The form he's been in as well. He's been absolutely phenomenal at the moment. And Mando says Kusho is decent. He probably is, but he's not in my fantasy team. So just frustrating in that sense, isn't it? Oh, switch ball there wasn't really on, and that's really well read. Here's Sean Longstaff. Sean Longstaff even looks a different player in this formation now, because they've all got a bit of freedom, haven't they? They all feel like just like the shackles have come off. They all just look like they're just a bit happier, Newcastle United, just generally at the moment. And that's probably true. It probably is true. And it's an exciting time. Here comes Miggy Almiron. He's going to make his way onto the field as well. I honestly forgot they had Almiron. Who's he going to be coming on for is the question. It's Alan St. Maximan. So the goal scorer is coming off. Alan St. Maximan had a very, very good game so far. A very good game. And he's going to get a standing ovation from the Newcastle United faithful. And why not? Why not? Because he has played well. He's been scintillating at times. He really has been. He's been phenomenal. When he gets on that ball and he gets running at you, like I say, you never know where he's going to go, because I don't think he knows where he's going to go. He drives at the heart of that defence, and he is fantastic. Alan St. Maximan, a brilliant player, and deserved his goal today. And at the moment, the goal that is going to win Newcastle United the game, that's the ball flicked on by Chris Wood there, finds Murphy. Chris Wood accidentally slips down Moussa Sissoko without realising. Ball trying to play forward again there from Trippier. Ball just pinging around here. Neither team can get the ball down. John Joe Shelby tries to get it down that time, but Cathcart now has to header one clear. Cucho Hernandez looks down the line. Here we go. There might be an opportunity here, and that's a poor ball in there from Moussa Sissoko from that right flank. A really, really poor ball in there from the captain for today's game. It was a really poor ball. Really, really poor ball. Apparently, there's been a Saints goal as well. James Ward-Prowse has got himself on the bench. So just before I update the team sheet, I will just update that one for us as well. So we could end up with 3 draws if it carries on like this, because each team, each away team has their tails up. It's that was cleverly done. Here's João Pedro. Cathcart comes wide to Feminier. Good play between Feminier and Hernandez. Lovely 1-2 clipped in there. Who went down in the box? Oh my God, what a header that is! What a header! And I just spoke it into existence. João Pedro. What a header! What a header that is. He's been absolutely clattered by the Newcastle defenders. Unlucky Newcastle, but what a header that is from João Pedro. He has no right to win that header. Don't get me wrong, it's not fantastic in terms of distance, but it's the fact he gets his body in there. What a goal that is. That's a lovely ball in as well from Kiko Feminier. Really well worked. Him and Cucho Hernandez. Good ball in. Feminier probably should have been fouled. And good header. Really, really good header. He has no right to win that header. No right whatsoever. And it's Newcastle 1, Watford 1. The drama continues at St. James's Park. Just as Newcastle United thought that they might score the winner, and I've spoken to existence, the fact that Watford were going to get an equaliser, and they do. They do with João Pedro. What a header that is. Really, really good header from João Pedro. I think the defenders will be annoyed, though. I think they will be annoyed, but there might have been a penalty shout in the box either way. I do believe Josh King was in there, and he did get fouled by the looks of things in the box. So there might have been question marks around that anyway, but that must kill off the hopes of Newcastle fans. Newcastle fans, get in the chat. Let me know what has just happened, ladies and gents. What has just happened? A really good header from João Pedro has made it 1-1. And now it's definitely the last chance saloon. The Newcastle fans aren't as giddy as they were 5 minutes ago. I tell you what, aren't as giddy at all. And there was a couple of fans leaving. Fair enough. Wow. Wow. Now can Watford go on and get a winner? Imagine if Watford go on and get a winner. I imagine Almiron found Jolinton. Cathcart, really good defensive play. Almiron flicks it forward, looking for Chris Wood, who's being absolutely brought down there by the fullback. I think it was Samir, actually. And Chris Wood probably is like, yep, knew that was coming. It is Samir, and he's just pulled him down there. He's just pulled him down. Let's have a look at the comments. Oh dear, Newcastle, just when you were getting out of the bottom three. Lol, Newcastle, did King get the assist? No, it was Kiko Feminier who got the assist. Yes, hopefully now Newcastle score for prediction, says Oliver. It's PvP, says no, it's sad. Still time, it's not over. Newcastle's second goal is on its way. We did both predict that, Mike, didn't we? We did both predict that. And Pink Panther says, yeah, Bachmann people should concede. That would help me. And here go Watford. Josh King rolls it into Pedro. Pedro, is he going to shoot himself? He shouldn't have shot there. He should have probably tried to find not Feminier, Hernandez. We've got 4 minutes of added time at the end of this game. It's going to go right down to the wire. There is a corner for Watford to potentially take all 3 points from a Newcastle side that has been brilliant for 60, 70 minutes of this game, but they've just not been clinical enough. They're going to rue that crossbar if it carries on like this. Cleverly whips in the corner. Dubravka comes and confidently collects it. That's just what you need from your goalkeeper in the dying moments of the game. Really, really well played, actually, from Dubravka there. Chris Wood tries to wing the ball there. And in doing so, gives away a foul. Oliver's annoyed that that Wolves have conceded because he has Kilman. Max Kilman's really cheap as well, isn't he? Really cheap. We're just waiting for Chris Wood and Samir to get themselves back on the feet. So there'll be an extra couple of seconds added on at the end. Let's see. Pink Panther bench Cancelo. Nice. I think I only have Mason Mount in my team. I literally put no Chelsea players in my team because I just jinxed them. Oh, I have Lukaku as well, so that'll tell you all you need to know about me and my luck. Ball knocks along here, looking for Josh King. Almiron hoofs the ball clear. And Newcastle going to try and hold on for a point here. They can't lose 3 points, surely. Watford, it would be outrageous if Watford got a winner here. Hernandez finds Pedro, who finds Sissoko. Here's Kamara. Kamara clips it forward. Pedro's in there. So's Josh King. Josh King, why did he take so long? Is he offside? What's going on? He's offside, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's 3-1 to Wolves. Definitely the game done. Definitely not the game done here, though. Newcastle need to get the ball up from this Dubravka goal kick. He's urging the players forward. He's urging them. Like I said earlier with the Chelsea game, get a centre-back up there. Get anyone up there. Hernandez tries to get away from Jolinton. Jolinton thinks he's won a throw-in for Newcastle there. A few of the coaches and stuff holding on to the ball as well. Everything's coming into this game. Stop motion Manda says he called it. I called Zhao and score. You did. I'll give you that. This is why I didn't listen to people saying Captain Josh King. Dennis just better. I mean, I wouldn't have captained him anyway. I think I've captained Ronaldo to play safe because if Ronaldo scores, then the amount of people that have captained him, you just miss out on points if you don't captain him. Newcastle throw in deep inside their own half here. They're going to need something spectacular. One spectacular counter-attack Newcastle United are going to need. Epic NUFC YouTube says Lascelles, Shelby and Longstaff not good enough. Pay them out of the contract and tell them to go away. They are dog. I must say, I thought Longstaff's had a good game today. I don't think really many of the Newcastle United players have had a bad game, but Watford have a throw in deep inside the Newcastle half, and instead of trying to attack themselves, they've just booted the ball out of play, and that is full time. Newcastle 1, Watford 1. Wow. Newcastle off that first half, you'd have expected Newcastle to potentially, have scored quite a few goals. They look confident. They look really good. St. Max obviously scoring a brilliant goal as well. Fans, get in the chat. Watford fans, Newcastle fans, let's digest this result because it doesn't really do either side too much help, especially with the fact that Norwich are still 2-1 up against Everton, especially because of that. It's a really, really strange result, and it doesn't really do anyone any favours. And so it's not really, you're not losing points on your rivals, but you aren't gaining any either. And so Newcastle, I think it's 2 points dropped. Watford, it's most certainly 1 point gained, most certainly, because Watford for a long period of this game weren't really in it. They were hitting on the counter-attack, but they hadn't had a shot on target, and they really, really weren't in it. They really, really weren't in it. But, that's the way that football happens, isn't it? That is the way that football happens. I'm sure Newcastle fans, you're going to be having your say in, online, on social media, on Twitter. I think it's going to be a difficult season at the end of this season for each team. Mike says, unfortunately, I think you're going to get your wish, Sam, of a relegation battle going down to the wire. Yeah, unfortunately for you guys. It's not nice if you're in it, but for someone who's, especially now that like Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool is pretty much wrapped up at the top of the table, it's nice to have a good relegation battle to look at. It just keeps it exciting, but it does look like it's going right down to the wire, especially with the fact that I think they're still winning, Norwich. I think Norwich is still winning. Let's have a look. They're still in play, but it does look like they're still winning, which for the table puts Watford still in 17th, Norwich in 18th on 13 points with 3 wins and 4 draws. Newcastle in 19th with 1 win, 9 draws, 8 losses, and then Burnley rock bottom, but Burnley do have 3 games in hand and 4 games in hand over Norwich. So really, really big day in terms of the relegation battle. And slowly but surely, Everton, full-time at Everton, by the way, or at Norwich, should I say, by the way, Everton just dragging themselves back into this relegation battle. But it does look like Watford, Norwich, Newcastle and Burnley are going to go right down to the wire here, ladies and gents, right down to the wire. Pink Panther says, who do you support? I am a Chelsea fan, so it's not been a good day for me, but it's been a good day because you guys have all come onto this stream and made it nice and enjoyable. So thank you to you guys. And Mike says, see you everybody. Catch you next time, Sam, mate. It's a good channel. See you again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate you stopping by, mate. It's been nice chatting to you. And we'll see you soon on a later stream. Be sure to stop by and make sure you've got your notifications switched on as well. And we have hit 530 subscribers as well. Even better, guys. Thank you to you guys. So I'm going to leave it here. I have literally spoken since 10 past 12 because I did the Chelsea game before this and now I've done this one. So my voice needs a rest. You guys are probably fed up of listening to me. Like I say, if you haven't already, guys, be sure to drop a like, do subscribe. It's completely free. And if you do find out that you don't really like me, you can always unsubscribe. Why not, hey? Unless Newcastle get 2 new centre-backs, we're relegated. Epic NUFC. You've got to have a bit of positivity, but the defence is a bit leaky, isn't it? That is the problem. My friend who moved to London is a Chelsea fan. Nice. Awesome stuff. But I'm going to leave you guys there. Shame to do it, but like I say, I need to have a break. I need to sit down and I want to go make myself some tea and then we'll sit down, watch the Villa game and then probably go to the gym. So guys, it's been an exciting day, surprisingly an exciting day. Newcastle though drop points. They should have had all 3 points this evening, shouldn't they? They should have done. They should have done. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Like I say, be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. Do subscribe if you are new. And most importantly, guys, stay safe. Cheers.